Y'all, we are gathered here today because there is silence. There is silence in this home right now. And we on summer vacation. It is June. Fuck. I don't even know what the day is. The 11th, the 12th. Kids have been out of school since May 29th. And your girl has got the house to herself, y'all. For those of you are new and y'all have been subscribing to your girl's channel and it's been making her happy, it'll make me even happier if I could get the watch time hours I so deserve, so we can get the rolling with some AdSense on this channel as well after we've been here for 10 years. But that is neither here nor there. My name is Deirdre, aka Raindrops, if you are new here. And if you are a returning drop, what it do, girl? Let me tell y'all what it do. I got complete silence right now. So my husband, okay, let's go here. My last baby, y'all, he's about to be 10 next month. His bus driver, I told y'all I live in the country. His bus driver owns a farm. And since last year in October, she had my husband and my neighbor come down back and forth to do work on, her property. So she needed some work done today. And yesterday, my husband took my soon-to-be 14-year-old with him. And then baby boy was like, well, I want to go. And it's only because he heard that the 14-year-old was soon-to-be was driving a golf cart across the property. So I'm here. And I started to just sit here and, do nothing. I do nothing every day. But I decided to say, let me get some content in because it's quiet. I could have been smoking and, watching TV, chilling. But I remembered a request from a friend I've made here. I actually met her last year. She's been following me on Instagram for quite some time, and it started off of her liking my hairstyles and she wanted me to do her hair, only to find out we're in 2 different states. Hey Noelle, how are you? This is for you. And she wanted me to do a full face. If you guys are new here, I'm in my early 50s, going on 52 in October to be exact. So this makeup is for anyone in their 20s and up. I predominantly do my makeup. I do a full face from time to time, but it's not a lot of makeup that I use. And on this channel over here, we use the same products. You are not going to find that you're just seeing new products from Sephora, Ulta, Target, online, wherever. Because when I do makeup, clients' makeup, I don't do it often, so I still have makeup. So I'm not one of those YouTubers that I went here and look at this haul and we're gonna use what we have right here until it's all gone and then I'll purchase more. That's what we do over here. So skin is already washed. I like to, you guys see on the thumbnail how my hair is, and the reason that I did not do a video on it is because I already have that video on my channel from about 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'm just gonna lay my edges down with the edge fixer, edge control, and this still already kind of laid down now. But yeah, I already have a video. If I remember, I'll link it in the description box. But what I have in my head now is the boho, no, what is it? The Wavy Bomb Twisted by Outre. And I think I have the colors Dragon Fruit. So it's hair that I had left over that I took out. I put it in a few months ago and took it directly out because my head was hurting. So you guys know I just cut my hair. My hair is long enough. to cornrow. So that's what I did. Just cornrow my hair. Took me an hour to put them in. My husband was like, oh my God. He said, I just walked out and went to the store, to the gas station, and I was halfway through my head. And I'm like, yeah, they don't take long. That's another reason I like crochet braids as well, because it's gonna take, depends on what style it is, it's just gonna take you upwards to an hour and a half to 2 hours at the most. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna go through products and tell you what I'm using. You use whatever you have, whatever you like. And I was trying to give you some colors, but since we're heading up on summer, we're just gonna do a summertime bronzy type of makeup. So I'm gonna start off with my e.l.f. primer. This is the hydrating primer. I have an oily T-zone, so I try to hydrate my skin to trick it in. It's not to produce as much oils as if my skin is already hydrated. And then I'm gonna use the MAC Studio Fix. Even though this is very pricey, I love it. It does last. It's $35 at Ulta. The e.l.f. primer I think I picked up from Target, and it's $10. So yeah, she wanted me to do a full face of makeup. So I'm gonna put, as you see, all over my face. I'm gonna try to hurry up through this because I don't want it to be extra long. Then I'm gonna go over with the MAC Studio Primer right in my T-zone. Then I'm gonna go in with my Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. Powder. It is a white, it has rice proteins in it. So, it's all, I like to kind of crush it up as if it was a fine powder. And then I apply it right on my T-zone area as well. This helps control the oils longer. I will still get a little oily, but not as much as if I didn't use it. So I know it looks a little weird, but you're not gonna see it through your makeup or anything like that. I make sure I get my brows. And a lot of the stuff I do use with my sponges, but I use brushes as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush my brows into place. And I'm going to use the Nika K pencil. I think this is dark brown. And I'm just gonna follow the line on my brow already and fill it in. I don't do black. It just seems very harsh up against my skin, even though I just colored my hair black. But all you need is like a dark brown, I guess, depending on your complexion. Here. And I want to make sure that they are the same color. As in, I don't want one to be heavier, darker than the other. And then I like to go in with the LA Pro Concealer and Fawn. This is a staple of mine and a lot of other makeup girlies. I do have a lot of other different concealers, but I really like the LA Girl because I like the color Fawn, and I like how it applies and how it stays. And I'm also going to use it to clean up the bottom, even though I don't really need to because I've already done my brows, as in shaped them. So really I just followed the pencil and filled it in. I'm gonna take a little bit from here so I don't have to squeeze any more out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. And I keep a towel, Microsoft fiber towel, to clean my brushes off. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. And as you notice, I did not put any concealer over top of my brows. It doesn't really need it cleaning up, but I would use my foundation over top to clean it up if necessary. And it's not really necessary that I need to do it, but it'll get done when I put my foundation on. The next step that I do is my foundation. I like to mix them. And you've seen me do these two together before. I'm going to use the Clinique in the shade Clothes. And I'm going to use the NARS Soft Matte in the shade Marquise. So this is a little bit lighter than this. So I'm literally just pouring out a little bit of the Clinique because I'm running out. So I have to open the bottle and pour it out versus just using the pump. And then I'll squeeze a little bit of the NARS. The NARS and the Clinique are both expensive to me. The Clinique was $45, and I want to say that NARS at the time was around the same price. But they are well worth it, and I've had it since I know for sure that I've had the NARS Soft Matte for a year, because I use other foundations as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my mixer and place little dots where I want it to go. And you don't need a lot, as you can see. I don't have several pumps. That's why it lasts so long. Neither of these is full coverage. I like to use a brush to blend it out. So neither of the foundations is full coverage, but you guys know I don't mind that. I like for my birthmark to show in my freckles, a little light birthmark here. So it's not gonna completely cover it. You can really still see it. And as you can see, this is the perfect shade match. I'm not one of those girlies that puts makeup on their neck. I told you guys before. If you're new here, I'm not covering up any work at all. And my neck is the same color as the shade, so I don't have to bring it down on my neck. And I don't like that. You can still see the birthmark, like I said. I don't like that because I'm like, when I put my clothes on, I don't want the makeup on there. And if you do, more power to you. I don't know how you avoid getting makeup on your clothes, but I'm like, even just after I do my makeup first, because I like to do my makeup first when I get dressed. So if I put on a shirt, I really have to be careful with how I put it on, or if I'm putting on a dress, I pull it up if I can and step into it, because I don't want the makeup on my clothing. So as you can see, I have some coverage, but it's not full coverage. And then here is where I'm gonna just push the brush in and dab, because I don't want to disturb the powder that I just laid. then I'm going to wipe right around my brows to cover up that powder. And then push the makeup in at the top. I'm going to swipe around the eyebrows as close as I can without touching or messing it up. And then I'm just going to blend everything else out by pushing. Kind of stippling if I had a stipple brush, which I used to and I don't anymore. It was one made by Elf that was really, really good. See? Now I'm going to go in and contour. Let's keep moving. The contour palette that I'm going to be using as usual is the, you can't even see it, but this is the Glamazon, the Morphe Glamour Bronze powder in Supreme. And I'm going to take my angled fluffy brush, and I basically only use it for here, and just to go around my forehead area. I don't use, as you guys can see, any creams. And then put this on top. The powder works just fine by itself. And then I'm going to take the e.l.f. brush that is also angled. It is a contouring brush. And I'm going to put a little bit. Like you can barely see it. That's it. That's all I need. Just want to make sure it's even. And then I'm going to contour my nose by laying it flat and just bringing it down. And then I'm also going to bring it under my eyebrows. Just a little bit to add to the contour. Now, I don't need to contour my nose per se. I don't have a wide nose or anything like that. It's just for the look. That's it. Then I'm going to take my brush. This is by this is by Moda Beauty. They're rainbow brushes. And then I'm just going to blend it out, so that nothing looks harsh. Always blend as much as you can. We're just creating the basic shadows that's already in your face. And then I'm going to blend it also right into the hairline. And blend it so it does, again, so it does not look harsh. And I'm also going to go around my forehead where I just placed that powder as well. I do my nose last. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a little here and then here. It's not a lot, it's just what was already left. I'll just squeeze a little bit out. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I use for my foundation and go over top, because I don't want it bright. Just enough to blend in when I blend in under my eyes. It's brighter, but it's not that bright. I do not like bright under eyes. It looks weird. I don't care what you say, how you feel. I'm sorry, it looks weird to see your darker skin in the center of your face is not that bright. Take a picture of your face with no makeup on, and then when you put that bright ass powder and concealer that's 10 shades lighter for no reason, I told y'all, the older and older you get, you're going to say what you feel, and you don't really care what nobody else thinks, because people don't like to hear the truth. It looks weird. And I need y'all in 2024 and heading on in to please stop. Just stop. I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And I'm going to blend it. As you can see, it is matching the rest of my face. That is what you want. And then I'm going to blend this out. And I'm also going to use, because I use concealers as primers for the eyes. You don't have to use a primer. You can use the concealer. The makeup sticks just fine. I've been doing it for years and it works perfect. And I'm going to bring that concealer out and bring it down, but feathering it out so it can fade, so it's not, again, harsh. And then I'm also going to bring what I have over onto my nose. That way, if you have too much powder, contouring powder, when you do this, you're evening it out and blending it out as well. And you just want to blend everything out to its fullest, so everything looks even. I like this brush because it's angled as well. This is another angle brush by Motor Beauty. I really do like their brushes. They last for a long time. They come in really fun colors and designs. A lot of them I have over here. This is the neon set. I have a bunch of these. This is the tie-dye set. This is glitter. They all do this. And yeah, I really like these brushes a lot. I have brushes that I have gotten from Walmart, like the gosh, I can't think of the name of it. They're really popular. I used to hear them a lot when I first started. They're at a reasonable price as well. I just can't think of the name of it, but this is one. It's not even on the brush anymore because this is one of my favorite blending brushes. But yeah, I've also ordered brushes from Amazon and they last for quite some time. You want to make sure that you blend that concealer all the way out. Your concealer should be at least 2 to 3 shades, I would say, from your skin tone. If you just want a natural, y'all, I just like a natural beat. I really do. I like natural as natural can get. If you're gonna wear makeup, I understand you want to get glammed up and all of that, but you can still make it look natural. As natural, you know, is gonna get with makeup. So now what I'm gonna do is set it. I like the Huda Beauty. This is the shade Cunifer. This is also like kind of expensive to me, but it's well worth it. It's like, I think it was like $30. I don't know why, but every time I do my makeup, y'all, I don't know if it's because I have holding my head down or what happens, but my nose runs a little bit. I don't know why. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. angle sponge and I'm going to place it here, let it sit for a few, and then if you are in your 40s, now I don't have any, you guys can see, I'll do it up close. I don't have wrinkles and I don't have really fine lines. I have like one line, and I think that's just a crease of my eyes, but I don't have that. But if you use powder, I don't even see it anymore. I don't know who still bakes. I tried it when I first started doing makeup. I don't know why, but it's now required to bake. So as you can see, all of this powder is coming off. I just need this much, and I'm going to use it here where all of the concealer is. You just need enough to set, and then I'm going to go back right down the end because I don't want that much, and do the same thing on this side. I'm carrying it up to my nose and outwards towards the temple area. And that's it, y'all. Please don't bake and have all that powder looking cakey. The next thing I'm going to do is set the rest of my face, and I'm going to use the Bare Minerals. This is the shade Golden Dark 25. And I do both. I use a brush and a powder for this. So I'm just going to take, look y'all, it's so cute. I'm just going to take the brush and the powder and then set it. And I'm even going on top of the contour because I just want to fade it out. I don't want it heavy or to look heavy and harsh. Now, the reason that I don't use creams is I have an oily T-zone. And to me, it's just extra makeup. I didn't see the need to put on the cream and then set that cream over top of the liquid foundation that you use and all. It's just too much for me. It's too much. I like simple shit. And as you can see, you can still see the contour, but it's not heavy. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge, and I'm going to go around my nose. And there. So now what I like to do is go back in with my contouring brush that I clean up with to blend with, and I'm going to blend this out. And y'all, I have been seeing the growth in the channel. And again, if you are new here and you have subscribed, let me know what led you here to my videos. Which video did you watch that said I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to her and check her out? Let me know what that was. I do makeup on my channel. I do hair because I am a hairstylist. I also do fashion, and every now and again when I feel like it, if I have somewhere to go, something to do, I'll vlog. Also, y'all, now I'm going to take this brush. This brush is a foundation brush. Nothing is on it other than the makeup that I use to blend. Can y'all see the difference? See, now you don't see like the harsh line when you blend it in. But I'm going to stick some pictures in here because I have been thinking about starting a second channel with my husband. Not a family couples channel. No. If you guys don't know, and you don't because I don't really talk about it, I love slots. 3 years ago, now mind y'all, I told y'all I'll be 52 in October. Before 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I had never been to a casino. I take that one time. One time I ended up going on a bus trip with my mom and some family members and, you know, friends of theirs. We went to Dover, Delaware, and we went to Maryland. Maryland was where they have the Crab Fest, and I guess they still do it. And on that trip, we also went to Dover, Delaware, and went to the casino. That was my only time. So here in Virginia, where I live, there are emporiums, and they're called Rosie's. And there are several throughout Virginia, and then we have other, you know, casinos as well. So that's all blended out. So now I'm going to do my eyes. So I rarely use this palette. I bought this palette as I know it's 5 years old or so. And at first I thought like the colors weren't pigmented, but they really are. This is the Mayu, what is this? Mayu Ango. 1, 2. I can't even pronounce the other word and I'm not going to try, but this is it. And they have a lot of neutral colors and summertime bronzy colors. So we're going with this. But yeah, y'all, I end up going to the casino, liking it. And then last year sometime, I don't know how I end up popping up in my feed, but in my suggestions, slots. I found slots, whole channels that people have here on YouTube. And I got addicted and I watch them a lot and I get tips and I just love watching it. The energy of seeing people win, it makes me happy. I'm not that person that be like, oh my God, why they winning? No, I'm like, oh my God, they winning. I'm next. That's how I feel. It makes me happy and it lets your subconscious know this is what you're used to seeing, this is what you're going to do, and this is what you're going to have. I'm in the manifestation as well. A lot of you guys don't know that. What I've been looking at here since I've been on YouTube started out was hair videos and then makeup and fashion. Then I got into the commentary. I don't even watch a lot of that shit anymore. It's just there. If I decide to check you out, I'm still subscribed. Then I decide to check you out because I fuck with you. But otherwise, I really don't care what's going on. I don't watch the news. I don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with me. I'm here. I'm minding my business. Life still goes on. I don't like all of that. I like stuff that's going to make me happy, and that's it. So we're going to go in with this shade here. It is a soft brown, and I'm also going to mix the shade under it, which is also, it's more of a orangey brown, if that makes sense. So I'm going to mix them both together, and I'm going right over the eyelid, and I'm going to just blend it out. But yeah, y'all, I had to think about it because when I started manifesting and started to find out about manifestations and the law of attraction and assumption and all of that, I had to realize I always thought in a lack mindset, and that's because that's what we were taught. So I started changing my way of thinking and things started happening. So my first win in the casino was about 3 years ago. And I won $1,500 playing. I'm never going to forget the machines. It was called Eagle Bucks. I don't have that picture because I didn't start thinking about taking pictures of my wins until last year. But yeah. And then I had to think about it. I have had quite a few jackpots. My biggest jackpot I hit was last year, November 11th. 1111. If you know anything about angel numbers, then you know. If you don't and you like to find out, go look them up on YouTube, Google. It'll tell you all about it. And it was, I got down, one of my nieces, she likes to go to the casinos too, and she was telling me a couple of years ago, don't be afraid to change your bet. Don't be afraid to go up on your bet. And then also, if you play slots, you'll notice that they have different denominations. 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, $1, $2. And along with that, you can change the bet under those. So I know for If you play the 1 cent denom on most of the machines, the lowest bet is 50 cents. The highest bet in the 1 cent denom is going to be about $5. So I was at this machine, and I'm going to insert the picture of my win. But I hit for $10,000. Now, this is what gets me in the casinos, y'all. I know in Vegas, and I have not been, that it's taxed. A lot of it is tax free, but here in Virginia, it's 29% taxes that they take out right then and there. So I didn't walk away with the 10,000 that I won. I walked away with over 7,000. So this is 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all, and I had $20 left. So I go there. It's so much, and I don't want to make this video long. We're already 39 minutes in, and it's long. But there is a guy, a specific guy that I watch here on YouTube. His name is Mark Houghton. I bought his book as well. A lot of information on quantum physics, winning a lottery, and he is a lottery winner over and over and over. This is not something that has happened to him once or twice or even 10 times. He's still winning to this day. But he was saying how when he plays a lot of numbers, like pick fours, scratch tickets. He plays a lot of those, but he has been in the casinos. And what he said was, sometimes when he'll just walk around. I'm going to go in with this brown, dark brown. When he goes to the casinos, yeah, and I'm trying to only use this palette. He walks around, he looks to see what he get a feel, and he touches the machines to see what kind of feel he gets. Now I can see this brown, but this is one that I was talking about, like, I'm not getting the color payoff that I want, but I can see it. But I swear I feel like I want it to be a bit darker. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead in the Riri's palette. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchbook, number 3, and I'm going to use the brown in here because this is very pigmented. Oh, Riri. The sad part is, y'all, I know about the concealers, the foundation. I have never bought that yet, and I know it's good, but y'all, the fact that she came out with that hair care line and everybody was like, bitch, we ain't even seen your real hair, and then she just showed her real hair. I like her curls. I most likely is gonna try it. I didn't do Sacred. It's not that I don't like Beyonce. I know that she has real hair as well. But I'm a Riri fan. Not a stan, but I'm a fan. But just because I know she puts a lot into her product and behind it, and you can see. Come on, y'all. Look at that brown. Look at that. I just put it on the corner of my eye, drag it out, and blend it in. But yeah, I watched this stuff, and he said he would walk to the machines, touch the machines, and if he got a feeling, he'd play that machine. Well, at the end of the night, like I said, I had $20 left. The casino in the section that I was, it was getting empty. I think they closed at like 4. They used to close at 6 before the pandemic, and then they started closing around 4 o'clock. So I go over to the machine, and this particular machine shocked me. I said, if that ain't a sign, sat down, played, and you will see. I played the Zeus machine. So you get your bonuses. You have to have 3 that says bonus. And in order to get the grand prize, these 15 slots you have to fill up with the orbs. Now, I'm playing, but I'm also kind of unfocused because my funds is getting low, and I'm like, this is all I have left. So I'm just looking around over, and I got the bonus, and it was dropping the orbs in, And as I looked off, just waiting for it to finish doing what it was doing, all I heard, y'all, was this lady on the machine say, "You are a grand prize winner." I turned back around, looked at the machine, and I was trying to figure out how did it happen. And all I could sit there, and I'm not a person that's going to scream out in the casino. That's not me. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, oh my Lord. Oh my God. Someone walks over, two people, man on a crutch, older man, and then this lady. So as they're seeing it, I'm asking her, I said, well, how did you know that I won? And she said, the light above your machine is flashing. So I was like, I need to get my husband. My husband was on the other side playing. And the man said, you want me to go get him? Now I'm watching him with these questions. I'm like, if you would like, he was slow as hell. But my husband got there and he saw it. And as you can see by the picture, I was down, y'all. That last spin hit that jackpot. I was down, as you can see, to 19 cents. 19 cents is what I had left. And I hit. So then I told my husband, and let me blend this out a little bit more. Add a little bit more. I told my husband, I said, okay, we going to Maryland now. We going to MGM. And went, got a rental car, did all of that, drove, the kids to his mom's, which is like almost 2 hours from where we live. And we went to Maryland for the weekend. And before I hit Maryland, which is basically Maryland, is like an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes, depending on where you're going, from Richmond, Virginia. So we stopped at a Rosie's in a city called Dumfries. I'm going in now with, I want bronzy. I'm going to go in with this shade. I want you to really see it. This one is just giving me more gold. I don't really want that per se, so I'm going to go in with this one. And I'm going to take my Morphe setting spray. I do not spray my face with this. I have when I first got it, but I don't need to. So I spray anything that shimmers or glitters. So we go into Dumfries, and I'll stick that picture here. Oh, let me get back to the 10,000. After I hit on that machine, I walked over to another machine, insert picture, and hit for almost $600 on another machine. So yeah, 1111 was doing this thing, y'all, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I did that, and then we went on, like I said, to Dumfries on the way to Maryland. And as I'm sitting there, I'm playing. At the end of the night, right before they closed, because I was getting my hand pay as people were leaving, I won $6,000. So, ooh, see how pretty, y'all? So I'm tapping that in, and then I'm gonna basically like spread it. I'm not patting it in, just gliding the brush along. Right on my eyelid. But yeah, it was so much fun. We just went to Maryland, went to the casino, went to look at some sights, eat, stayed in a nice hotel. We had a good time. And I've been like really into playing. I like the wins where there is no taxes. So I like to, I went last month and basically had a hand pay without the hand pay. it was tax-free because it was built up. I walked out of the casino with $1,200. So I've won 900, 700 as a jackpot, 1,200, just back and forth the last couple of years. And I'm like, I feel blessed because a lot of people, you know, go to the casino and they lose. And I've done that several times as well. But I try not to let that get me down because I want to stay in the vibration that I'm in, which is a good, happy feeling vibration. So now I'm going to go in with, this is the Ben Nye banana powder and their topaz for darker skin in here mixed. And I just keep this sitting here because I use this for under my brows and to blend. So I put it here and then I'm going to blend everything out around it again so I don't have any harsh lines. But yeah, y'all, that's what I like to do. So I've been thinking about starting a slots channel with my husband since we like to do that and, you know, pastime. But the thing is, we don't have money to do that all the time. This is like something that we do when we do have it, you know, and for fun. And people make a lot of money off of those channels. But you also have to worry about filming in the casino. Some casinos don't want you to record. And then I also wonder how some of them they have to blur people out when they edit the videos. So I was like, well, how do the people know that they're actually in the video if they don't see themselves being recorded? So it's like a lot you would have to, you know, look into. So something is a thought. You guys let me know what you think if I should go ahead and start that channel. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Maybelline Studio Eye Gel. Now, the reason that I use... Where's my brush? The reason that I use the Maybelline Studio Eye Gel is because it's not liquid. It is not liquid, and and I stopped using it years ago, but liquid tends to burn my eyes, and I don't want that. This stays on for a long time, doesn't move, and doesn't burn. So I'm just gonna go on closest to the corner of my lids, as close as you can get it, y'all. And I'm not gonna do like a full-blown wing, but I am gonna drag it out just a bit. So weird being here. Why it's so quiet, y'all? But I likes it. And again, I'm going right along the base of the line. I know some women, because when I do makeup, I have a couple of clients that laugh when I do it because they say it tickles the lashes, it tickles their eyes. So as close as you can. And that's why I pull my eye just a little bit so it can help drag along and I'm not all over the place with it. And there, you can see the difference. And I'm really dragging this into the waterline of the top part of my eye, because I don't want a thick wing, and I don't want an extended wing. Just to give it some, you know, definition, the eye some definition. I haven't really been putting any liner on my bottom lashes, on my waterline either. But I am, where's that brush? I am going to put a little bit of the brown on the bottom. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC stack. This is the MAC mascara, because I haven't been into really wearing any lashes lately. As you can see the lash. I don't have really long lashes at all, but this stuff, I like to bring the lashes down. As you can see, it looks like I have on a pair of falsies, and I don't. And then I'm gonna do the same thing in the corner. And I want to get closest to the baseline as I can, because I want it to look like full lashes. They look like natural wispies. I'm gonna go back in to that color on my lid. I'm gonna, nope. I'm gonna spray it one more time so I can get in the corner of my tear ducts. And I just dragged it over a little bit more because I wanted to open up the eye a little bit. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going in with the orange shade in this palette. There's two orange shades that I'm going to use. First, I'm going to use this 3. I'm going to mix these two together. And guys, it's been out there. You can use your shadows, your blushes. You can all use these for multiple things. They don't have to be just because it's an eyeshadow palette for your eyes. You can use this as blushes as well. And if you had a dark enough color, because I used to do it with one of my palettes before I came across the Glam bronze, I used to contour with it. So I'm going to use a smaller blush brush. This is from the beauty supply store. A few years ago, I was out and about and I didn't have on any, and I stopped at the store to get it. So first, I'm going to go in with this light peachy shade here. Let me get some of the pink off. I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to put it right under, as you can see, under the eye here. It softens it up, as you can see, versus that. And putting it right up under the eye, right at the corner. And then I'm gonna go in with these two. I'm just gonna dip them right in. And I'm going right on the top of my cheekbone and dragging it up. Not dragging, because I don't want to drag the brush, but I'm gonna pat that in, going upwards to the temple. And I know the video is kind of long. It's not a lot of steps. It just seems that because I'm taking my time and I'm actually talking as we're doing this. I'm gonna place it right on the apples and go upwards and pat it in. And I know it seems like a lot, but it's not, because I'm going to blend it out. But I really want you to see it. And I also like to put it on my nose right up in here in the center. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the same brush that I use for everything. I'm going to pat it and blend everything in and make it softer. Everything is now blended in to each other. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight. So even though I'm not a gold fan, there is a gold. You guys have seen it on my channel. This is every bit of 8 years old. This is one of the first highlights that I ever bought from the beauty supply store. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. It's not. But it looks like a copper penny. And we are the copper colored people. And I really love it. Look how it's just right in the pan. Look how it shines. So this is called the All Over Glow. Excuse me. And I don't remember who it's by, but the shade is Bronze Glow. Again, I'm going to spray it with the setting spray. And then I'm going to use my brush. And I'm just going to dip that in. Look at there. Just get the tip of my nose and right here in the center. And right on the cheekbone. That's it. I'm just going to dab it a little bit. I don't want a lot. And then I'm going to put it on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm still going to go back to my nose, y'all. Just because. Now I know you saying that lashes would amp this up. But again, natural as possible. I don't need the lashes I have on the mascara. So I'm going to go in with my favorite Nicka K pencil, and the shade is Cocoa. It's kind of a dupe for, I can't even think of the name of it. It was so popular and people still wear it now from when I first started. God, y'all, if I can think of the name of it, I'll put it on the screen because I can't think, but I think this would be like a dupe for it. So I'm just gonna line my lips. I don't overline my lips. I already have full lips. And I kind of always like to go for an ombre, so now I forgot my lipstick in my purse. I'm gonna go get it. All right, y'all, I'm back. So this is also one of my favorite beauty supply store brands. This is also by Nicka K. This is the Velveteen lipstick, and this is the shade Chocolate. And I'm going right over top. It's a brown, as you can see, but you can also see that it has like a tint of red in it. And then I'm going in with the Fenty cream lipstick. This is the shade, I think it's Waffle. And I'm gonna go over it a little bit over top for some gloss. Right in the center. Don't want to per se really change the color. Just give it a little bit of gloss. And I'll be back once I change clothes and the hair is coming down and you can see the finished look. Okay, y'all, so this is the final makeup look. And this is the hair, as you can see. Like I said, the install was very, very quick. Didn't take any time. And I knew I wanted a deep side part. So when I crocheted in, I made sure that everything was in the direction of going this way, how I wanted it to be. And yeah, again, this is this color Dragon Fruit, I think. And this is how the makeup turned out. And I really like it. As you can see, it's still, I have my curtains open so you can see the sunlight. Now, for some reason, it looks clear. But yeah, the makeup looks nice. It looks blended in. It's not so much. And that's basically how I like my makeup to look. Like, it's me, but a little bit better with more flushes of color. So yeah, I hope you guys didn't think that this, I know it's a long video, but again, you're talking through, you're trying to show, and I wanted you to see everything that I do and how I apply it and why I apply it the way that I do. So if you're new here, you like my vibe, this type of content, and you'd like to see more from me, go ahead, please hit the subscribe button. Also turn on your notifications so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Leave a like, it helps to get my video pushed into the algorithm, really, so more people can see it. And then they can stop on by and become a drop just like you. Leave a comment. I love suggestions of what else you guys might want to see from me. Ask me questions, get to know me a little bit more, and share the video, because sharing is caring. Also, again, don't forget to let me know what you guys think about me starting a new channel, all about slots, and if you would be interested in that. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next upload. Peace.